Okay folks, I'm going to tie you a mayfly pattern, and this one is a western may. So the hook I have in the vise is a size 10 standard heavyweight hook. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is a uni thread 80 in olive dun. So I'm just going to come in and get the thread started behind the eye of the hook. I'm just going to run a bit of thread on and bring my thread down until I'm in just past the point of the hook and remove the waste tag of thread. Now the tail on the fly is cock pheasant fibres, and I'm just using the remainder of this tail, so I'm just going to bring out about a half a dozen fibres from the stem. Just hold them and just pull the remainder of the feather away. Now tail length is up to you. You can have these as long or short as you like, but with being a mayfly pattern you really wanted about a length about a length and a half to 2 lengths of the hook. So that's one, that's 2 lengths over the back. So I'm going to come around with a pinching loop, and then I'm going to tie it in by taking my thread turns down the shank of the hook, or down the hook until I'm in line with, when I let my thread go, I'm in line with the barb, and then I'll come in and just trim this the length of the body. The rib on the fly is going to be a oval gold tinsel and small. So I'm just going to come in and just take a length off the spoon. Just offer this up to the hook. It's the same length as the cut ends of the cock pheasant fibre. And then I'm just going to run my thread up to hang this in now. I don't need to be too neat, so don't worry if the twist. The body's going to be dubbed. So just run my thread up and touch and turns to hang everything in, and then I'm going to bring my thread back down and open turns back down to the tail, to where I tied in the tail. Now the dubbing is going to be a seal's fur, and this is just a natural seal's fur. So we'll just get this dubbed onto the thread. Now I just like to take small pinches at a time of the seal's fur. Slide that up, take another wee pinch. Then we'll start to get it onto the hook, and then once it's on the hook you can tighten up if you need to. Right, just take that excess off, just a wee bit too much there. Anything that's going forward, just sweep it back, taking the thread down to the eye and back up to the body. Now the body haggle on the fly is a grizzle, and this is just a cock saddle haggle that I'm using. So just gonna haggle off. Now all I do is, instead of stripping all that off at the bottom, just hold the feather where all the rubbish is and just break it, and then just come in and just strip away to give yourself a bit of a tan in point on the stem. Then I'm just going to offer this up to the hook. Just that wee bit of fluff, take that away. Just offer it onto my side. Just going to come in with nice tight turns to secure it in. Then come in with my scissors and just nip away the excess of the stem. Then we're going to palmer this down the body. Now, turns are up to you. I like to get 2 turns going at the top, the shoulder of the fly, and then 3 or 4 turns on the body down to there. Now keep a hold of your remainder of your haggle and just come around with your oval gold tinsel, and you're looking 4 turns of the oval gold up the body. Now keeping this tight, you can break away the tip. Just come in and stroke anything that's going forward, back, bring your tinsel up in front, follow it around with your thread, and then just nice tight turns to secure in the tinsel, and then you can come in and trim away the excess of the oval gold tinsel. At this stage, just going to stroke everything back again and bring my thread down to the eye, and then back up over. Okay, now if you want, you can come in with your dubbing brush or whatever you use. This is just Velcro on a lollipop stick. Just brush out some of the fibres if you wish. Now the front hackle is a French partridge dyed olive. So I'm just going to come in and take away all the rubbish at the bottom. Come in, stroke the fibres back just to reveal the tip. Now, I usually tie it on and then fold it back, but what I'm going to do is just trim the hackle, just like that, just a wee bit to tie in. Offer this up to the hook, round with your thread turns, and just tie in your hackle. Now I had plenty of room there, I could have folded it back, but just to show you wee different techniques in relation to tying in feathers. And then you're just looking one turn in front of the other. Now I'll probably use up this whole feather because it's very small, so just use up the whole feather right the whole way right round to there. Now keep a hold of the stem, follow it around with your thread, nice tight turn in, followed by another few just to secure everything in. Nice pair of sharp scissors. You can just come in and trim away the stem. Then bring your thread to the eye and just build up your head. Nice bright head with the olive dun thread. Now, keeping your thread tight, just come in with your whip finishing tool and just throw in a whip finish. Pull your thread tight, come in and trim away your thread. Now, what we're going to do at this point is just come in and open up the partridge feather. Just get it all opened. Excuse me. And then we'll come in with a wee drop of varnish, clear varnish on the head, right the whole way right round. And there you go. Now what you could do is, I'm running low on the olive partridge feather, so really want probably a bigger feather in the partridge feather at the front, just to come back a wee bit into the tail. But it's just to show you the wee pattern. So that's the Western May. If you're thinking about, or you do fish the Irish big lochs, or have just started off fishing the Irish lochs or fish for the mayfly, that's a good pattern to have in your box. So like, tie a few up and hopefully you can catch you a few fish.